All right, are we live or not? Or is this a fake start? I'll find out here in just a moment. I'll find out here quickly if it is or not. Know as soon as we get some people in the chat. A lot of times it goes 45 seconds in, then people show up, and then I realize it didn't do a fake start. Let's see what it's going to do. What are we doing? I think that was a fake one. We're going to go live. Nope, it was a real start this time. Hey, everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I need to tidy this beard up here later. Hold on, let me give that. So you guys can follow the Facebook fan page. Facebook fitness page. Follow me there. Give you guys a forearm shot before we get started. And let's get into this topic. Topic that comes up, something I've come to realize over the years, something I've realized talking to even bodybuilding prep coaches who have decades of experience and all this. People spend way too much time worried about their genetic weak points for their physique and everything else. Stop doing that. Okay, stop doing that, because when people do that, they're like, well, I want to specialize now, let other stuff regret. All you do is lose muscle. That costs you muscle. Okay, because at the end of the day, if you have something that's a structural weak point, it's going to end up being one slightly again anyways. It's not a big deal. Not much you can do about it. Not much you can do about it. So why worry about it? Okay. In other words, all it's doing is costing you muscle. And even then, yes, you're going to have different structures for different people. Some people are going to have more of a Herculean look. Some are going to have more of an Apollyon look. That is just the way that it is. That's the way that it is. And as I've seen bodybuilding coaches say, look, your genetics are going to determine where you need to compete if you're going to go compete in bodybuilding. Like they're like, everyone can do decently. You might not be a champion, but you'll do decent somewhere. Just pick the right spot. Just like powerlifting, finding the right weight class for your height and frame. It really is what it comes down to. And then training everything 100%. And it is literally the same idea. It's the same idea here. What we are talking about. And for people who aren't going to compete in bodybuilding, why are you worried about it? In other words, if you just train everything maximally, but you need to start giving donations if you want to TED Advance. I'm telling you. You ask for that every time, you don't ever give up. In fact, you didn't even bother to give me a like before you commented. But let's get back over to this. You're going to get me a lot more uncensored these lately. Give me uncensored. Why censor? Why put a filter on? I'm just going to be myself. Going to be myself. Oh, I just had a former client message me. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Petro, are you interested in coming back? He's typing to me. Let's see if he wants a coaching spot. Actually, an amateur boxer. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right, sorry. Let me go back. Let's get back over to the, you don't know him. The overwhelming majority of my clients never had vlogs. His name is Petro. He's a Ukrainian living in America. Nice guy. Oh, wait. Yeah, he's asking. Hold on. Oh, Petro. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. All right. Bob, mainly because I don't think we need that many of them, quite frankly. I don't need that many vlogs really to do what I'm doing. Honestly, one or two people, because again, it gives me enough content. So, but I already said the other day, I'm not opening any new slots up this month, no, daily. Butters, I go a long period of time without applicants. I mean, I've had as many as 6 applicants in a single week, multiple times. I've also had entire months with 0. It's normal. But let me go back over to the point. Again, people worry about that. It's like, look, if you're just trying to look really, really good, just focus on making gains. Build everything. Build everything. Train your biceps, train your forearms, train your calves, train your delts, train everything. And just diet down later. You'll look good. You'll look good. You'll look way better than the average person. Okay. So I think people really mess up doing this. They obsess over trying to fix some hypothetical weak point or some perceived weak point that they see. And it really is a waste of time. You know what that does? It makes you gain less. It reduces gains. My modem just flashed. I hope we didn't stall out here. You guys let me know. All it does is cost you muscle, guys. Hey, Butters, I got an answer for you. Follow me on Facebook and you will never have to ask me what I eat. You realize I post pictures of several of my meals every single day? Right there on that Facebook page. You would know where I got my protein yesterday if you followed me there. All right. I'm just saying, to ask somebody who literally posts all their food on, well, not all of it, but a good chunk of their food on social media and their grocery carts, Oh. So, and for those who want to know where to sign up for coaching, that's where you sign up right there, that link. So, back over to the point. It's a waste of time. Just get big. You'll look good. You'll get jacked. Quit worrying about fixing your weak points. And let's get some questions here. We have 15 people, 3 likes, and only 2 people typing. Go and follow. Butter's going to make you a Facebook. Get on it. So Bob says, do you consider your arms a genetic weak point? Not really, no. I didn't train my arms enough. But are they really a weak point? Meaning my arms were not necessarily a problem. It's that certain things are big, like my rib cage, my shoulders, my collarbone. I have a really big rib cage. So it's part of the issue. That's always going to affect proportions. But it doesn't mean that, say, my pectorals grow faster. It just means I have a bigger frame that they're stretched across. Does that make sense? Like even when I was closing grip benching, my pecs were a weak link in my benching. Right? Yep. Right. And Butters, to the average person walking down the street. And again, it's this internet versus the real world. I get compliments on my arms in public. It's hilarious. Even before recently. It's funny. People, because if you're in a t-shirt and you look like you lift in a shirt, which I do, pretty straightforward. But get over to more good questions here. Amit's got a question. Is it okay to do heavy bench pressing and an overhead press on the same day? Sure. Ownage Titan says, do you prefer powerlifting over bodybuilding? No, not necessarily. Training is training. And at the end of the day, there's so much overlap. Right? My legs do get noticed, but I'm not always in short shorts. Keep that in mind, dude. I don't walk around the grocery store in my running shorts that I train in for the most part. I'm not saying I haven't done it a couple times in a hurry, but generally speaking, I'm at a minimum in cargo shorts or jeans. So they don't always see that. I mean, if I'm wearing a boot cut jean and I have cowboy boots on, do you think people see my calves? Right? But yeah, ownage, no. I mean, it's just different disciplines, and there's all overlap at this point anyways. It's all overlap. How many people compete in both? How many people used to kind of do both and then they became divergent? And how much of it is drifted back in, and people realize there really is a large degree of overlap until you get to the top 1%. Meaning you're probably not going to win the Mr. Olympia, right? Probably not going to win the Mr. Olympia if you compete in powerlifting, but you might place 10th. See what I mean? If you're a pro bodybuilder, you may not break a world record in the deadlift for your weight class. You might break a state record. You might be able to go to worlds with it. All right. Adam says, why are the average gym bros so weak? Work ethic or combination? Lack of work ethic, lack of knowledge. Scott says your whole trap muscles from the bottom to the top of your up is from heavy deadlifting and rows for years. Keep it up because the more leaner you get, the more I can see the muscle more. All the rows and deadlifts, years and years and years of rows and deadlifts built that. My lats got a lot bigger when I started focusing on pull-ups. He says, what do you think of the trend where big bodybuilders wear oversized clothing? Seems a shame not to go tight. Trend. Omi, when is that a trend? You should think about that for a moment. What does the word trend mean? Trend doesn't mean something people do. It means something that is current and vogue that hasn't previously been there for 50 years straight. So if they've always done that, it's not a trend. They've been doing that since before you were born. It's kind of just normal for bodybuilding. Well, a lot of them do it. Peggy. I don't think Larry Wheels will win the Mr. Olympia. Your Fitness 2.0 is more powerlifting based, not really. Best body weight movements. I don't answer qualifiers like that. Best body weight movements to do something. You see the problem with the question? Why are you putting qualifiers? So when you put qualifiers, that means you're not actually interested in a goal. So if someone says, hey, Jason, what's the best band exercise to build big biceps? I'm going to tell them, don't limit yourselves to bands if you want big biceps. So you're actually not serious about building the muscle. That's how I interpret it. As a coach, when someone gives me a limit, but you see what I'm saying? You're giving me a limit. From my mindset as a coach is this guy's not serious. As a coach, all I hear is I'm not actually serious about my gains. You see how that works? Why are we putting qualifiers and limitations in our choices that are arbitrary and don't need to be there? Now, our pull-up's pretty good for mid-traps and stuff, sure. But I don't know that body weight movements would be, I guess maybe weighted inverted rows, but now we're back outside of body weight. Ownage, I don't see how the 2.0 is powerlifting based at all. There's no max squat, bench, or deadlift in there. You have to start wearing loose fitting clothes again. No, they could tailor it. They just choose to do that because they're not out there trying to impress. Keep in mind, a lot of bodybuilders don't think that they look good in the off season. Keep in mind the body dysmorphia. Keep in mind the body dysmorphia involved. Okay. Right. Okay. Fred says, I put in an application. Let me go investigate. Hold on. Let me get back with you here. Since you said that you put in an application, I'm going to see if it's serious or some nonsense. Let's find out. We're about to see. I have not gotten a single message on the Facebook fitness page by anybody during this live stream. So why'd you laugh, Reb? If you sent it to my Jason Blaha with a check mark, it went to an other folder. I don't read that stuff. You can't message me there unless you're on my friends list, and I don't know you. So therefore, you're not on my friends list. So you need to go through the proper channel, go to the page listed underneath every video that I just linked. It says apply for coaching here, and send it over there, and I'll be happy to check it out. Because no, I don't go to that other folder. I just leave it alone because that's where all the craziness goes. I just pretend it doesn't exist. Butters, there's no answer to your question. How many years it takes to begin coaching other athletes? How long is a piece of string? No, Fred, I believe you just copy and paste it over to the right spot. So the one that I just linked, which is underneath every video in the description. So, all right. Live applicant. Butters, that's not going to happen. Butters, why would I ever do that? My client application process, do you know how uncomfortable that would be for people? Because do you not understand what the process would be? Part of the process is small talk. Like the first 10 minutes, I make small talk with the person to get them comfortable and assess their personality, assess how they think. Now, do you think that's going to come out accurately if a person's being recorded? Like that would literally interfere with me being able to get the information I need to coach them correctly. So it would be harmful to my client's best interests. So why would we do that? And a lot of people want privacy. I have clients who have flat told me they don't want their videos going up due to their career, due to other stuff, right? Coach, what music do you listen to when lifting? It varies. Today I was listening to Motorhead. Last week it was the Donnas. The week before it was ZZ Top, right? So, what sort of songs? What is the good music? I'll try to do this without interfering with my thing. Here's from my workout playlist today. All right. All right, I don't want to get too much of that. We can't be having problems there with copyright. So yes, that was Ramones by Motorhead. Bob, do you ask them this? Yes, I want to know their personality type. I want to figure out how they learn, how they think. I want to assess their communication ability, their intelligence level, to figure out what I need to do to coach them. I need to figure out what drives them, what motivates them. So that is one reason I make small talk in interviews with clients for the first 10, 15 minutes before we even jump into training. So that's why when someone says something like, oh, an AI can replace a coach, I'm like, it's not fucking possible. The AI is going to sit down and make small talk with you and assess your personality when determining how they need to motivate you with your training and your mindset and lifting? I don't think so. We're not at that level yet. It can't coach. Bob can do some of it. So in other words, it would do a really shitty job. In other words, it's not qualified to do it. All right. Kevin, what are your thoughts on Big Daddy? Why would I think about them at all? I'm going to ask you that again. What do I think about them? I don't. Who are they? I'm bothered to watch their stuff. I know vaguely who they are from certain circles. Jamie says, Coach, thoughts on Seabug going to the Diddy parties allegations? I don't know anything about that. Butters, that's a weird question. Chris says, Easy Top slapped for big lifts, dude. I like, and this will sound funny, you know, one of my favorite PR songs, like when I go to hit a heavy set from Easy Top, you probably would never guess. Heads in Mississippi. Matt says, give me all your love isn't on my workout playlist. That's a good one. I got like their whole greatest hits on a playlist. Actually, I have on Apple Music, got like ZZ Top Essentials. It's one of my playlists. My favorite music is Slayer and NWA. That's pretty divergent styles. Believe it or not, hey, I probably can, yeah, I doubt it. Hey, Coach, any advice on what I can do late at night when I'm really hungry, had all my calories, drink some water, drink a diet soda, eat some lean protein? What's your favorite topping for pizza on a cheat meal? Pretty simple stuff, honestly. I don't know. Well, that's kind of vague. I don't know. I mean, it could be anything from a Supreme to, honestly, I like an Alfredo pizza sometimes. Right? If you got a tattoo, what would it be? Oh my God, this is coming up a lot lately in my personal life. Oh, because I am a tattoo virgin. All right. I'm going to leave that alone. I don't know, man. Maybe a chaos warrior across my back. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the throat accord. Omi, I used to not. I didn't. I used to do really, really chill. Now I just listen to music. But notice what I'm listening to. Listen to the song. I'm not listening to Slayer, Evil Has No Boundaries. Okay? Right? Okay? I'm listening to ZZ Top, My Head's in Mississippi. It's not like a hard-hitting song. Phil Hogan says, well, I've never tried an Alfredo pizza. That sounds good. Why is there only 10 likes in here with this many people posting? You guys, come on now. Come on. Matt says, hard rock in some country sneaks in there to the workouts. I'm not really a country fan, believe it or not, even though I am originally a country boy. Never tried Alfredo. Satnav says, not having tattoos is now the unique thing. It is, but I don't know that that's a good thing. Anyone who knows me, anyone who actually knows me in real life already knows my thoughts on that. So I don't have any tattoos. I like tattoos. All right. I just don't have any. Oh, Fred. Okay, let's go ahead and block you. I'll be sure and forward that one in the file this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of Fred. Fred, did you make that all by yourself? I'm sure law enforcement will love that picture you just sent. Yes, and not having tattoos is not a good thing. I think every woman should have 57 of them. The world would be a better place. All right. Um, but if you knew me in real life, you would already know that. Because everybody literally knows that about me. Every person who knows me knows that. So, and they've known that for years and years. Smash that like button, guys. He's right, Redmond. Is that a Sprite Zero? No, this is just water. Coach, any favorites? Say no. I'm actually a Christian. I like a lot of dark metal though. I like Slayer actually. Yeah, it sounds like Fred needs to get his weak ass under a heavy barbell. Probably needs to eat some chicken and brown rice. He needs to get on that Coach Blaha brown rice, chicken, and avocado diet. Oh yeah, Bob, don't worry about it. He just sent me a bunch of crazy stuff. Butters, I did never date girls without tattoos. That's almost like mandatory. But if you knew me, you would know that already. So, yeah, that's like deal breaker. No tats. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't. Chris, I don't answer questions like that. I don't do that. The T word that you use is dramatically stronger than SARMs in every way. SARMs are stupid. Like I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it like it is. You're an ass clown if you take SARMs. That's it. The only people who say otherwise are the people who sell them. Right? There's no reason to even consider taking them. They're stupid. It's like we want all the side effects as anabolics with 10% of the gains and twice the price. I mean, what sort of dumbass does that? No, I mean this is all right, you guys are gonna get classic law. What sort of ignorant jackass says, I want to take a drug with all the side effects of the hardcore stuff, but I only want 10 to 20% of the benefits, but I want to pay more for it? I mean, how fucking stupid do you have to be? You know? No, think about that. Listen, like think that through logically. So some companies release some experimental products, okay, that cost more than real drugs. They cost way more. They have all the same side effects when the doses get comparable. All the same side effects. When you get into the same milligrams, right? Just as high, but they only produce a fraction of the results. So all the negatives, less benefit, but more you pay more money for it. Think that through for a moment. Okay. Think that through for a moment. Paul, the rules are very simple. Don't repeat anything you saw in a troll video about me or on a troll website about me. Don't ask me how to tell you how to pick up girls. Don't repeat something that you heard at a stalker meeting where guys sit around in groups and discuss how they want to harass my family. Don't repeat the stuff you hear at your stalker meetings. You don't get banned. It's very simple. Oh. I mean, it's not hard, guys. It's not difficult. Can you play a newer song on the guitar, Coach? I don't know. What do you guys want me to play? I don't know. I don't feel like playing anything new today. I haven't learned anything new this week. Can you play Jason? That's some baby mama's uncle, sister's cousin type shit. I know, right? Coach, what are the risks of taking PEDs? I don't answer gear questions here, Paul. I'm not going to ban you for asking that, by the way. I'm just saying this is not a gear channel. Coach, why do you hate on red meat when they have been proven to build? I don't hate on red meat. I think saturated fat needs to be moderated. I bought steaks today. Some lean steaks are in my grocery basket. It's going to be put up later tonight or tomorrow on Facebook. So where did you get the impression I hate on red meat? I think you need to limit it and moderate it, and you need to moderate saturated fat, particularly stearic acid. See, you're making a dogmatic statement, and I'm simply saying, you know, see, that's what I mean, guys. See the guy I'm about to ban? All that crazy stuff. Don't say stuff like that if you don't want to get banned. It's pretty simple. What's your top list in meats and kilograms? You could check Open Powerlifting. Can you grill some meat live for us? No. Can you upload a steak? I'm not going to eat my food on camera for you guys anymore. I mean, you'll see pictures of it cooked later. I mean, Lou, do I not upload food every single day lately, right? Do you not see me upload meals every single day on social media? So, of course, it's going to get uploaded. Yes, Paul, that you're not allowed to talk about illicit substances. It is clearly in the terms of service that I signed. Coach, do you still train abs with toes to bar? Yes, I do it on camera. Lacey says, I don't think he eats meat anymore. Not sure, though. Who are we talking about? Vegan Gains? I eat meat. I just don't eat huge amounts of red meat. I keep my animal fats, particularly from meats, fairly low. That's it. All right. What kind of steak, sirloin? Do you like Queens of the Stone Age? I know the band. I don't really listen to them to really say my opinion is on. I haven't heard Vegan Gains in forever. Paul, that's correct. In fact, I'm not even going to discuss the word you just said. Yep. Technically, in theory, per the terms of service that they signed, they could have a problem with for that. If we come down to the nitty-gritty, in the exact wording, that person could lose their channel at any time according to the contract they signed. You're correct. Yes. Lester says if 2 of the compound lifts have to be combined into one day, what's better, bench and deadlift, combo bench and squat, or squat and dead? I'm going to go with squat and deadlift on the same day. What was for lunch? You were burping a lot. Hold on, let me see if we can show the lunch. The lunch. Try to do this with nothing I don't want anyone to see on here. We got to be careful of that. All right. That will be put up on Facebook later. See? There you go. All right. Do you remember the band, the Presidents of the United States, Millions of Peaches? The Peaches song. Would it be extreme to squat and deadlift for one set of 8 to 12 reps on the same day? Better? No, it's fine. Well, I want to do 20 minutes of cardio 5 times a week after my gym session, but don't want to be too strenuous suggestions. So you want to do less cardio than I do, and you're worried about it? No, the eating videos were not a huge success, Paul. How long are the sled drags? Not that long, Lacey, a few minutes. I don't keep up with that zone 2, zone 1, zone 3 nonsense. It's all irrelevant. No, Limitless. You can go to Facebook. You can see my meals. You can zoom in on them. You can masturbate to them, whatever you need to do, dude. They're right there. But make sure you engage them, post under them. Josh, Tippy, and Big. Kevin, if I don't watch their stuff, how does that happen? It sounds like they're the ones discussing me in videos. You see how that works? No, I'm not joining your Discord. If I go vegan, will I lose muscle? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. My arms were 15 or 16 on camera. Unpumped. All right. Lester says, if I don't care about strength, is there any reason to do 1 rep training max? Should just stick to 8 to 10 for hypertrophy? No, you may want to do some heavier stuff. What do you mean you don't care about strength at all? Why would you not care about strength at all? What is the most Greek yogurt to eat a day and not mess up my stomach? There is no thing. Mark says, will you join my Discord? No. Coach, have you heard of this new gluten-free gut health pizza? Is this healthy? Yeah, they're fine. A lot of those are good. Cauliflower pizzas. Is the 5 to 8 rep range the power building alternative to training? That's not really true power building, 5 to 8. Limitless Justin is natural. He's about 185 to 190 pounds at 5'11". Jason, what's the best food they make in Texas, in your opinion? That's too subjective of a term. Best in what way? We have a lot of great food in Texas. But yes, Justin is lifetime natural. That just sounds weird. If that even means what I think it is, I'm just going to get rid of you. All right. Is it possible for a 5'10" guy who has small bones like 5 foot? There we go with the small bones. What makes you think you have small bones? Like the mountain? Gregor Clegane, a.k.a. Half Thor, had those skinny bones, was a big old skinny, tall, lanky guy in high school. You mean small bones like that? That guy? What do you mean small bones? As opposed to what? Fat bones? Reminds me of a blues singer, Buddy Fat Bone. All right. So let's forget your goofy small bone statement and let's go with a person, a human being, a man. Is it possible for a 5'10" guy who's to be 170 pounds at 15% body fat naturally? Let's drop all your other qualifiers because they're completely irrelevant. Yes, it is more than possible. That's not even that big. If that is where you cap out naturally, you've got very bottom tier genetics, like you're at the very bottom of the bucket. If that is all you can reach, you are scraping the bottom, dude. You're below average, big time. If that's as far as that's where you cap out at, because that is tiny. So the answer is yes. Even the most genetically ungifted person on the face of the earth, I could probably get them past that as a client. That's called snowballing, Mark. But I'm not going to answer the question. Lester Green says, true, I don't care about strength, but for me, whether I bench 350 or 330 doesn't matter to me. I want to be strong, but I care a lot more about aesthetics. Okay. But see, that's still some strength. No, dude, you want to do a little heavy work. But you could do mostly 8 to 12. It'll be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Rank the reasons some guys look bigger than they actually are: camera angles, leanness, proportions, muscle insertions. Lester says, I'm 5'8 3/4, 186 pounds, 12% body fat, nearly maxed out. That's a pretty good spot. I mean, you could probably gain more, but man, that is getting pretty big for a natty. Coach, considering your level of intellect, why did you not consider? Oh gosh, Paul, here we go. See, Paul, you just asked all that other stuff, right? But you jumping right back to the sort of the troll questions that they ask. You see where we're going with this? You're not going to make it real long. Tom B says, is one burger and large serving of fries? The limit of a standard cheat meal? Are we allowed to drink soft drink? Dude, my cheat meals are legendary. You think that's a cheat meal? Those 3 burgers better be your first plate. I don't think you're taking your cheat meals very seriously, Tom. You know, I mean, you didn't ask me about 12 burgers. You said, is one burger and a large serving of fries the limit of the cheat? What? I'm expecting about 12 of those cheeseburgers and a big old cappuccino shake. Have you ever snowballed a girl, Coach? I'm not going to go into all my various exploits. Here's my thing, man. I don't kink shame people. Like I don't have an issue with people having fetishes and kinks. I just don't care. Do what you enjoy. Do what makes you happy. You know. But no, that technically is not gay because it does not involve 2 men. All right. Let me be very, very clear. Under no circumstances is it ever possible for an act between a man and a woman involving no other human beings to be gay. It's not actually possible, right? By the very definition. No matter how extreme or even disgusting it might be, it's irrelevant to the point. Josh Tipple. I mean, who is Josh Tipple exactly, Kevin? And why should I care? There's lots of people who deadlift more than me. Sir, can my clavicles length affect my overall shoulder width? Yes. Amongst college-age men, what percentage are sub 10% body fat? I don't know. You should conduct a study. Paul, it's usually been banned 3 or 4 times, but you're not asking training questions. Mark says, I just sound so close. Dude, that's not really that kinky, to be honest. Man, you got bro. You're pretty vanilla then, dude. That's why you guys struggle with girls, man. That's why you guys don't meet women in these comments. I don't know. That sounds pretty extreme. You guys need to broaden your horizons a little bit. Dude, that's like one step away from, missionary position and not pulling out. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys, man. You guys, I'm not going to discuss what I would consider to be kinky then. I mean, if you think that's pushing the limits, I don't. Oh, you guys kill me. Yeah, there's definitely some lack of experience. Woo. Oh, that's nice, Kevin. He deadlifts more than me. Hey, Kevin, I bet I deadlift more than your mom, though. All right. Matt says, Coach, I think we need 3 to 5 minute segments of each life. Keep your diet. Yeah, bro, it's not like she peed in your mouth or anything. I mean, oh. Omi says, I think you need to do some sex education coaching. There's a lot of vanilla guys waiting to pay for Coach, what hotel chains have you found to have the most complete gyms? Honestly, hotel gyms kind of suck, to be honest, in my experience. Well, Phil, because it's hilarious. I mean, I'm sorry, guys, but I've lived a little bit. I mean, you guys know that my first wife was bi and brought like 10 or 15 girls home while we were together. Like, that's all that come out. I was just saying. Um, I've done more Hyatt actually, as far as hotels. Um, John says Connor Murphy asks girls if taking a shirt off is douchey. They say yes, and then he takes it off, and they enthusiastically give their number. Explain, because there's a difference between what they consider to be douchey and then what they actually end up liking. Just Bob, no, dude, I would not do that again. Honestly, that is not a lifestyle I would. This has come up in conversation with my bros in my circles. Oh my god, these are chats I've had to have in real life. I've had girls ask me this who's in our circles. I'm like, it gets complicated. There's problems such as it's like, such as problems. Because usually girls who are going to be willing to do something like that party way too hard. There is always drama. Okay. So think about that for a moment. And this is, again, this is experience. Women who are willing, younger girls, in their 20s, who are willing to do stuff like that with married couples, as a general rule, party really, really, really hard. Their circles party really hard. So as you can imagine, that's not all sunshine and rainbows. People literally supposed to be showing up for having a fun time, and someone is way too high on drugs and overdoses on something before they even get there. Things happen. Like it's there's so much drama around a life like that. It is stressful beyond belief. So I mean, guys are like, "Oh, that sounds amazing." It's like you haven't lived it. It's a problem. Again, there's way too much partying around anything like that. So no, it's not every day. Guys say, "Oh, that's their dream," but they have not experienced it and they don't understand the downside. Okay. All right. So John says, I didn't get your explanation about Connor Murphy. The girls say they would never give their number, but of course they give it. Well, because what they said is not necessarily what they're going to do. You should understand this already. Paul, obviously drinking too much will adversely affect your personal life and your training and your professional life. Coach, every time I do lateral raises, I feel like I'm using traps more than delts. What's the best way to actually isolate front and side delts? You can't. You're always going to use your traps. It is impossible for your traps to not be a primary mover. Swing less, cheat less. That's it. You should write a book about your life. No, I'm not interested, Bob. I'm not going to do that. Hey, Coach, what about training in the morning versus night? Any carryover to games? Depends. It's personal preference. I prefer morning training. Where are we at? We're 50 minutes in. No, Mark, I didn't see your last comment or so. It's time to wind this down. Oh, he says the sad part with alcohol is, I guess, guys, yeah, shouldn't need that. Shouldn't need that. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell dudes. How do you know if you have good V-taper genetics? Does it matter? Just build the V-taper that you can. Advice on how to quit drinking. Go cold turkey. Right? Go cold turkey or go join a 12-step program. That's it. Not the only two things that are going to work. Right? And which one of those two will work is going to depend on the person. Limitless says, any advice on how to stop eating McDonald's Big Mac? You just stop. It's very simple. You don't need advice on stopping eating junk food. Quit going there. Problem solved. Problem solved. All right. I mean, see how simple that advice is? You guys are looking for magic secrets to things that are very simple. Just stop going. All right. Mark, we're not going to discuss that. We're not going to discuss that. Seems like my haters are obsessed with that topic. But let's wind this down. So I hope it's been informative. I will talk to you guys and gals next time, and let me give you guys a forearm shot before I go. All right. Peace out, guys.